Hey guys, I'm so excited to be with you today. I know a lot of you have been asking for this tool. Some of you are maybe not even aware that this is a possibility, but we have it now for Maury County. It is called Grade Sync with Infinite Campus and Google Classroom. What that means is we can now sync our assignments and our grades in Google Classroom straight into our Infinite Campus gradebook. So I'm going to show you now how to get it set up on your side in Google Classroom. And then I'm going to show you what it looks like in Infinite Campus. And I have to tell you, it is very simple and easy to do. So first, what you're going to do is log into Google Classroom. You're going to go to the classroom that you want to sync with Infinite Campus. So I'm going to go to my practice classroom that I created. And I'm going to go to the cog up here in the top right-hand corner for my settings and click on it. Then you're going to go to the general topic, and right underneath it, you see to export grades to your SIS, link this class to SIS class. Our SIS is Infinite Campus. So we are going to link this class by clicking on this icon to Infinite Campus. What it's going to do is going to pull your information from your rosters in Infinite Campus and give you a drop-down menu for you to pick what class you want this specific Google Classroom to sync with. So you will pick the class, and I have a lot of Media Center classes left over from being in the library. So you're going to pick the correct class that this Google Classroom corresponds with. So when you click on it, then you click link. Now, let me make a little note. Syncing existing classroom courses to classes in Infinite Campus relies on the email address for you and your students. Make sure that the students' email addresses in Infinite Campus match their actual Google email addresses for this to successfully sync. If you have a student whose grades do not sync when you do this, let me know and let's look at their emails to see if they are correct. Same thing for you. Make sure the email you're using to do this with is the one that we have set up for you in Infinite Campus. If those emails are not matching, this sync is not going to work. Now, once I've linked this classroom in my settings, I do not have to click save. I'm just going to go out of the class. And now I'm going to go to my gradebook. So first, you're going to navigate to your gradebook in Google Classroom. So I'm going to go to my grades. And now you will see this wonderful icon pop up in your Google Classroom gradebook. So got it. So I've just got some 3 little students that I've added to this class and their grades. Let me just add some grades real quick. There we go. Now, so you can have tons of assignments through here with their grades. You're going to go to this up here and click sync with the export. Now, what it's going to do is it's going to give you the ability to pick which classes. So before I do this, let me tell you some things that you have to have done. First, all the grades must be returned to the students before they can be synced. If the grades are not returned, they will not sync to Infinite Campus. All grades must have a numerical value in order for it to be pushed into Infinite Campus. If a student does not exist in Infinite Campus, but they are a part of your Google Classroom, those grades will not sync over. And if the email of the student, like I said before, does not match the email in Infinite Campus, that grade will not go over. And then to sync the grades, you're going to hit the sync button when you're ready. So what it's going to do is list all your assignments. You can pick which assignments you want to sync. It's clicking all because I've only got one. But if you have a lot more than I do, you can click all of them, or you can click the ones you want. Now, if this is a previous assignment that I've synced, but now I have new grades or students have finished now and I want to sync it again, over to the right, this number will tell you how many updates were done last time. So I've never synced this class, so I have no updates. But if I had synced, let's say 5 students before, and now I'm going to sync the rest of my class, this would be a number 5, letting me know I've already updated this for 5 grades. So that's what that number over to the right is, kind of letting you know what's already been updated with that assignment. And then you click export. Now this isn't going to work because none of these students are actually in mine. And it says exporting grades. This could take a few minutes. I'm probably going to get an error message simply because none of these students are in my Infinite Campus. Or I'm going to see it on Infinite Campus. Yeah. Some errors occurred simply because I don't have those. So another thing, you actually have to make sure that you are putting due dates in your assignment. So I did have a due date on this one. That's not why it didn't run. It's simply because these students are actually not in my class. So that is another thing. You have to have due dates for your assignments. So you may need to go back and do those. Now, that's all you do on the Google Classroom side. You simply connect it in settings and then go to your grades and export. Now, you'll see that it gives you a message about your last sync. Most of the time, it'll say last sync and it'll tell you the date and the time. But since mine had errors, it's going to show me. I also have a drop-down menu that will show me the last export details. Okay, so that's how you sync your grades, and it will do all of your assignments if you want them to. Now, let me show you another thing. Next year, when you create your classes, what will happen? So if I go to create a new class that I want to sync, so I'm going to click create class. The first thing it's going to ask me is to go ahead and sync that with, link that with whatever class that's in my Infinite Campus. So it's already going to prompt you to do it when you create a new class. You can skip this if you don't want to link it, but you can click the one, hit select, and it's already going to link it. I will not have to take the extra step to go to settings. So this is how the GradeSync works on the Google Classroom side. And I have to tell you, it's super simple. Remember the notes that I told you. You have to have dates on your assignments. All the emails have to match up for it to link. The grades must be numerical. Let's see. And I think that's it. Yep, that's it. So you can sync every day. If you get new ones, you can resync classroom ones if grades change. And it's that simple on the Google Classroom side. So now I'm going to show you what it looks like on the Infinite Campus side.